The role of the Vice President is to act as presiding officer over the Senate. The Department of State is responsible for the international relations to the U.S., equivalent to foreign ministry of other countries. The role of the Department of Treasury is responsible for promoting economic prosperity and ensuring financial security of the U.S. The Department of Defense is responsible for providing the military forces needed to deter war and protect the security of the United States. The role of the Department of Justice is to provide protection against criminal activity. The role of the Department of the Interior is responsible for most of our nationally owned public lands and natural resources. The Department of Agriculture helps farmers with price support subsidies to inspecting food to ensure safety of the American public. The Department of Commerce is responsible for creating jobs, promoting economic growth, encouraging sustainable development, and improving standards of living for all Americans. The role of the Department of Labor is to foster, promote, and develop welfare of wage earners, job seekers, and retirees of the United States. Health and Human Services is to protect health of all Americans by providing human services. The role of the Department of Housing and Urban Development is to create programs concerned with housing needs, fair housing opportunities, and improvement and development of nation's communities. The Department of Transportation is to maintain and develop the nation's transportation systems and infrastructure. The Department of Energy is responsible for creating long-term, high-risk research and development of energy technology, energy conservation, nuclear weapons technology, and federal power manufacturing. The Department of Education is responsible for establishing policy, administrating and coordinating most federal assistance to education, collecting data on U.S. schools, and enforcing federal education laws regarding privacy and civil rights. The Department of Veterans Affairs is responsible for providing vital services to America's veterans. The Department of Homeland Security is responsible for federal preparations to deal with terrorism while trying to manage border security, customs, and emergency management. The Chief of Staff oversees the executive office of the President of the United States. The office was created in 1939 by President Franklin D. Roosevelt and is responsible for a variety of critical functions in support of the President's work and agenda. The United States Environmental Protection Agency is an agency of the United States federal government which was created for the purpose of protecting human health and the environment by writing. The role of the Office of Management and Budget is predominant mission to assist the President in overseeing the preparation of the federal budget and to supervise its administration and the executive branch agencies. The U.S. Trade Representative has primary responsibility with the advice of the Interagency Trade Policy Organization for developing and coordinating the implementation of the U.S. trade policy. The United States Mission to the United States serves as the United States delegation to the United Nations and is responsible for carrying out the nation's participation in the world body. The Council of Economic Advisors is an agency within the Executive Office of the President and is charged with offering the President objective economic advice on the formation of both domestic and international economic policy. The Small Business Administration was created in 1953 by Congress, and its role is to assist, aid, counsel, and protect the interests of small businesses, to preserve free enterprise, and to maintain and strengthen the economy.